Hey, what's up, guys? I just wanted to make a quick little update here on my Delta Force. I took it out last rip yesterday, and it was running really good on 6S. I decided to try it because I just couldn't resist, and it actually was pretty quick with this little 3 blade on there. I had run the boat for like a solid 6.5 minutes straight, kind of like cool down passes and then kind of like full throttle rips. And I should have known because I've run this motor quite a few times on 6S before on other hulls, and it worked fine, but the wires always got kind of toasty. So this last time, I'm running this 3 blade, so I'm thinking maybe it was a combination of that, putting a little bit of load, a little more resistance on the motor, um, along with only using 50C batteries probably didn't help. And then running it for so long, I had plenty of water cooling. I always make sure my water cooling is good. It was spraying out. Uh, when I brought it in, I checked temps, and my ESC was like 115. The cat pack was only like 80 degrees or a little bit over 80. And my motor was like 125 degrees, 130 at like the back. But the wires where they were actually connected were like 210, 220 degrees. So super, super hot. As you can see here, it like literally melted the heat shrink to the connector itself, and it actually heated up some of the solder, and it like melted and started running down the wire. If you can see that, I don't know. Um, so at first, before I had cut the heat shrink, I automatically assumed that the motor, was acting kind of funny. So I assumed one of my wires had desoldered, and it was going to be an easy fix. But as I checked all of them, they're actually all still connected. As you can see, it's melted on there as well. The ESC seems to be functioning normally, um, and I plugged everything back in, and the motor and everything turned. However, when you put a little bit of load on it, it kind of shudders, and it's almost as if the motor is kind of like going back and forth. And then also, if you smell the motor, it kind of smells burnt. So I kind of don't want to use it anymore. I think I might have gotten it a little too hot. It still runs and it'll still spin when you give it some throttle, but at low, low RPM, when you first start pulling the trigger, it does like this weird shuddering, like back and forth motion, which I've had happen before on a couple other motors, some Outrunners. And yeah, I haven't burned up any, Leopard Hobby motors yet, but I guess if you haven't burned up anything, you're not going fast enough. So, yeah, in typical RCer fashion, you can't leave shit alone, and instead of just keeping it on 3S and 4S like I was planning to do, I had to try it on 6S and ran really good, but ultimately ended up burning up something. So, that's alright, It's kind of like, you build something and you go out and you break it and then you repeat. So I'll probably end up staying with my little 90 amp cat pack. Everything's good on here. I like how it works. Um, has plenty of power, a little Eternity Marine 90. So I might even just get another 3650, maybe a different brand motor or a few different ones, just to try out some different KV in this boat. I still plan on running on 4S. It's really no point on running 6S. It's too heavy in the front, too bow heavy. I guess if I would have ran the battery on the side back here, it probably wouldn't have been as bad. And then maybe one in the middle. But because both batteries are sitting here up front, and yeah, they're not super far forward, but that extra weight kind of made it bow heavy. So I'm sure that was some resistance as well. There's just no point. 4S or under, maybe like a 4500 milliamp pack should be perfect for this boat. And then also, I'm probably just gonna run a 2 blade and try to avoid some more of these issues. And yeah, see how fast we can get this thing on 3 and 4S. All right, but that's pretty much it for now. Everybody, I hope have a happy Easter and a great day. All right, bye.